Got a new Blu-ray in the mail today, and it is the British release through Network. Alfred Hitchcock, underrated classic Young and Innocent, making its high-def debut. Now, this is from Hitchcock's early British period, in particular his the 30s, which is when he became a notable figure and did a lot of thrillers that people enjoyed, and which led him to moving to Hollywood and making bigger films. Of his films from the 30s, this is one of my three favourites. Most people look to The Lady Vanishes and The 39 Steps, which are two great films, but Young and Innocent here I actually place second, in between Lady Vanishes being the best and 39 Steps just after this one. It's one of his many films about a wrongly accused man on the run trying to prove his innocence, and it's quite stunning. It has so many great sequences, wonderful finale, great performances, and a really strong narrative through line, and is a good example of what was to come. Of course, he did a lot of films of this theme. Once he moved to America, he did Saboteur, and of course more famously after that there was North by Northwest, and many other films of the same themes sprinkled in between. But this is one of his early ones and is a real gem. Now, I wasn't expecting too much from the visual quality. I had the best DVD available of this, which I sold once I realized this was coming out on Blu-ray. It was a fairly soft and liney and marked DVD, but it was fine enough for what it was, and it had a few special features, so it was a good enough release. I wasn't sure how much better it could be on Blu-ray. I wasn't sure what the original elements were like. Turns out, according to the back of the Blu-ray, that it was transferred from some original film elements, and you can really see the difference. It looks quite amazing, to be quite honest. A lot of depth of field, really strong. Looks amazing on my big 55-inch TV. The DVD would not have coped trying to spread across that much television screens. Not to say there isn't a lot of problems. Now, the title being what it is, it's not one of the more popular Alfred Hitchcock titles, or well-known Hitchcock titles, so they haven't done really any restoration as far as removing judder and flicker, and there's copious amounts of lines throughout. But looking past all that, the detail is really a huge jump up from where we were. But don't expect a pristine condition film. Once you get into the story, you start to forget about that anyway. And there are some scenes which don't have too much damage at all, which really do look stunning. It comes in the original aspect ratio of 1.33 to 1, as in mono. It has English subtitles. There are some special features which are pretty close to the ones which have been released on previous features. There's an introduction by Charles Barr, film historian, which is quite interesting. As a Hitchcock the Early Years, a 25-minute documentary covering Hitchcock's pre-war career, which is also really good, and there's a fairly pointless image gallery. I will check if this is Region B locked, and I'll put that down here. Other than that, I'll just show you it's got this nice artwork here. Very simple. It's a very thin Blu-ray. It's thinner than the American Blu-rays, and much thinner than the standard British Blu-ray, which are thicker than the American. And inside, you've got the disc, which has the front artwork repeated. But behind there, we actually have some posters from the original Young and Innocent release. So that's a great set. Pick it up.